Welcome to this new video about Gran Turismo 7. I'm extremely happy today to do this gameplay. I've been waiting a long time to be able to do this. Yesterday, on June 26, 2025, the game was updated. And in this update, Sony and Polyphony, which are Japanese studios, decided to add two French cars. And what's incredible is that among these two French cars, there's this thing here, the Peugeot 2008. First, it's crazy to have the 2008 since I think only people in France know this vehicle. But what's even crazier is that Sony chose to add it to the game, with the worst engine. Laughs. The 1.2 L PureTech. There are two groups, those who know this engine and know why. It's funny to have this in the game. And then there's the group who don't get the joke or know why everyone trolls with the Peugeot 2008 PureTechs. So, I'm going to explain to you a little bit why it's extremely funny to have this vehicle in the game. It's because this engine, the 3-cylinder 1.2 L PureTech, is literally the least reliable modern engine. It's really an engine that's known for being particularly crappy, with cars that may break down at 30,000 kilometers. And it's literally the engine that's killing Peugeot. That is to say, so many people have had problems with these engines. They don't trust the brand anymore. Well, since the PureTech scandal, honestly, Peugeot and the group that owns Peugeot have just been going downhill. I'm not sure if Sony picked this to tease us about French cars or just because, after all, before the problem with this engine became known, this vehicle really sold like hotcakes. It's funny, and honestly, I'm curious to improve it since I've always wondered how it might turn out. An improved 1-liter PureTech? So we'll see what it's going to be like. Right now, it's stock. Obviously, it has 15 kilometers on it. So, just think that it's already incredible that we can still drive it, and that it hasn't broken down yet. With 130 horsepower and weighing around 1,300 kg, it's fairly light for an SUV. Let me show you a little bit. The interior view as well, of course. The performance, well, let's say the car's performance is pretty average. It does 0 to 100 in 9.9 seconds. Top speed, 200 km/h. There's also the design aspect. Honestly, I think modern Peugeot cars look great. So whether it's the exterior or the interior, I'm not a big fan of SUVs. Honestly, I don't think it's that ugly. Even the interior has a vibe. It's a shame everything is plastic. That everything is, frankly, poorly finished and unreliable. Otherwise, it could almost be a good modern vehicle. But well, here, we're still getting beaten by the artificial intelligence. Usually, we manage to catch up without too much trouble, but here, we're falling behind. By a Ford Roadster from the 1930s when even... So, there's a little bit of loss, but luckily, on Gran Turismo 7 we'll be able to have some fun with the customizations, and of course, with the upgrades. Well, obviously, to make sure your 2008 lasts in the game, it's still recommended to do an oil change. Between events, we'll review customizations and see what's possible. First, we can enable wide body mode. I can't wait. Seeing a 2008 prepped for racing is rare. No one has really race prepped a 2008 before, or nobody wants to do that. Actually, everyone does. But everyone knows it's a dumb idea. Another part. Customized. We had a tough time, honestly. Thanks to Sony and Lego for that. On our dad's cars, we still have customizations. Well, obviously, we're going to put it in sport mode. So, something to do, right? Oh, what the fuck? We can remove the wiper and we can put... Okay, well, we'll leave it like that anyway. That way, our little logo can play in the back. And we have spoiler number 1. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. And the fin number 2. What's wild is that when a car like this appears in a game, it's clearly because the game studio added it. They had a partnership with the brand in question. So either they, on purpose, wanted to add the Peugeot 2008. And it's strange that Peugeot agreed, because I think they know very well the reputation their vehicle's engine has. Or, it's Peugeot who pushed for Sony to include the 2008, and in that case, it's also strange that Peugeot wanted to highlight it. Okay, so it's still especially ugly. Right now, it feels good. I haven't improved everything yet. Still need to install the turbo, and the weight hasn't dropped much. The gramps, they're not very tall. How much power, Matt? About 250 horsepower. Honestly, it's lame. Sorry, it's really bad. Well, listen, here we go. we're obviously going to do a track that's absolutely suited for this vehicle. A short Le Mans without a chicane, just to test maximum velocity. Honestly, the performance is pretty bad. For now, it looks really crappy. So we'll see. Laughs. First, we'll turn on the anti-lack. Maybe. We'll see. I'll tweak it and set nitro to race mode. I haven't shown you my customizations yet. In the end, with the small rims, I hope you find it nice because right now, laughs, we're really at the top, I think, of customization. We'll quickly lengthen the gearbox, though we're doing it somewhat blindly. But, come on. Let's aim for 250 km/h. That should work. Done. Let's go. PureTech in Gran Turismo 7 looks cool. Laughs. Honestly, it has a vibe. But yeah, maybe I put in a gear that's too long. Laughter. Maybe that's it. Actually, it's fine, right? Compared to the TH slider, I think it's just... It's sausage. It's a sausage. Abilis, this 250 horsepower engine feels like only 150. So then, that's it. That's kind of the problem with these modern cars. With this kind of engine, laughs, engines are getting smaller and smaller in displacement. And so, the only way to get something that works a bit is to put big turbochargers on them to get some power. Overall, most cars now have small, low-rev engines with little power. The 2.5 here is a good example. The aerodynamics aren't great either. There's really nothing special. It only works better at high revs or with the turbo. Honestly, that's it. It's funny to have it in the game, honestly. I'm telling you, I'm really happy to have it right now. It's glorious to be able to drive in 2 minutes. It's the same on GT7, but on the other hand, it's really not very relevant. We're going to hit 300 maybe even, because the 2 minutes it's better. 300, 2 minutes. I think the engine is falling apart. I already think. First, the engine is falling apart after 1 kilometer. And I think, second, all the bolts are loose and all the sensors set off warning lights everywhere. So, yeah, really, it's not very fast, but it has good handling. But since it lacks a swap for now, the power is what matters in the end. Well, the lack of power means he can't do much with it. Maybe one day we can swap it with an old Super V engine or something. That would be fun in the game. In the meantime, well, it's a funny addition. It's kind of a troll addition. I wonder why it's in the game, but you know. Gran Turismo 7 was the first with the engine. Purely technical, that's all. It's still. So there you go. Listen, I hope you enjoyed this little video. It breaks very well. If you liked the video as usual, show it by leaving a like and subscribing as usual. Thanks to those who took a quick look, thank you for watching the video. And see you very soon, ciao. Very soon. Ciao.